Alright, Title 15, Chapter 15, Subchapter A, Part 275, Subpart 4. Code of Arkansas Rules. Oil Gas Commission Department Energy Environment. Subpart 25, General Rules. Subpart 4, Gas. 411, Requirements of the Lease Right Gas Supply Lines. Director means the Director of Production Conservation existing lease right gas supply line means a pipeline jurisdiction oil gas commission defined in Arkansas Code 1571-110 which transports natural gas well operator connected with a natural gas well with the other natural gas production equipment located upstream of the production meter of the well location to end user well constructed before and effective date of the section of January 15, 2005, new lease right supply line and pipeline jurisdiction oil gas with the commission defined in Arkansas Code 1571-110 which transports natural gas well operator connection located to natural gas well with the other natural gas production equipment located upstream of the production meter of the well location to the end user and was constructed effective date of section January 15, 2005. Lease right supply line operator means lease right gas line owner who has an agreement to authorize natural gas supply access directly well operator connection. Owns an operator responsible for the construction, operating, and maintenance of the lease rights of the gas supply line. Lease right gas is gas owned with control of lease for gas rights gas supply line operator once it passes well operator connection well operator connection mean with the point with the operator provided with the access point section connect with the lease rights of the gas supply line at which point with the control of the gas supply well operator terminates assumed with the lease right gas supply line operator all existing new lease right supply lines located downstream of the production meter with the natural gas well with the other natural gas production equipment located in the well location which is under jurisdiction confined with the Arkansas Code 1571-110 not subject to provision subsection shall be the other applicable federal regulation state rules governing natural gas line pipelines. All new lease right gas supply lines that originating well operator connection is subject to the following provision: utilizing service of plumber license in the state of Arkansas, new lease right supply line operators shall properly issue one or more properly seized regulators on leased new right supply lines well operator connection point new necessary piping to accommodate appropriate orderization gas utilization meter properly seized regulator dwelling and structure when natural gas is used. All meters used in the design natural gas service provide structural integrity when they're necessary. Utilizing service of plumber license state of Arkansas new lease right supply line operator properly install the excess flow lines of the new lease right gas supply line close to well operator connection is feasible. Utilizing service of the plumber's license of the state of Arkansas new lease rights gas supply line operators properly install the appropriate dehydrating facility and new lease right gas supply downstream well operator connection well operators shall properly install the maintain orderizing upstream of the new lease right gas supply line. Utilizing service of the plumber license in the state of Arkansas new lease right gas supply lines constructed steel plastic design manufactured intent with the natural gas services in accordance with the industry standard tested and free and leaks prior to the placing in service. Each test shall have the pressure of 50 pounds per square inch for a period of 30 minutes. Piping shall be installed with a minimized strain and external load. Plastic pipe is installed with a minimized tensile strength must have the tracer wire means of locating the pipe while underground. Tracer wire may be not wrapped around the plastic pipe and contact pipe should avoid at least 2 inches between the wire and lease rights of the gas supply line. All new lease right gas supply lines shall be buried a minimum of 18 inches or covered greater than necessary to not the pipe proposed safety average surface area conducted according along the lease right gas supply line right away. All repairs, relocation, new lease rights of the gas supply line must be performed by the plumber licensed states in Arkansas, being in accordance with the applicable provisions. Install, maintain signage line side along with the new lease right gas supply lines, which include the words 1 inch height and 1/4 inch in stroke warning danger natural gas pipeline. Include the name and address of 24-hour contact information. New lease right gas supply line operator. 6A, provide with the director his or her designing well operator notification name and address of the telephone number that should be used to notify new lease right gas supply line operator emergency condition. New lease right gas supply line operator shall ensure the information kept current with the director his or her designated operator for all of the leasing right gas supply line operators providing well operator connection. Provide the director with a lease and the name and address legally entitled recipients with a lease of the gas right as reflected in the records of the well operator. Director will send a letter existing lease right gas supply line operator notified of the requirements of the section within 6 months of the date of the notification letter was sent. All existing lease right gas supply line operators shall document compliance with the DA 4A5 of the section below the submission documentation. Director, his or her designee. If the existing lease right gas supply line operator fails to demonstrate compliance with the DA 4A through F of the section, the existing lease right gas supply line operator fails to subdivision DA 4A of the section, the director, his or her designee may authorize the operator to disconnect lease right gas supply line until such time existing lease gas line supply line operator is fully compliant with the following. Lease right gas supply line operator shall affirm the existing lease rights and gas supply is constructed steel and plastic design, manufactured and timber with the natural gas in accordance with the industry standard of the piping installed with a manner would minimize strain with external loading and free of leaks. Buried have at least a minimum of 18 inches of cover greater necessary to oppose the safety hazard to the surface activity conducted along the lease right gas supply line. Right away, lease right gas supply line operator shall affirm the plastic piping tracing with installed with the piping other means locating piping to ground. Tracing wire may not be wrapped around plastic pipe. Contact pipe should be avoided at least 2 inches between the wire lease right gas supply line. Tracing wire means locating pipe around. Pipe underground is required with existing lease right gas supply line. Cross public and private road creeks. Cross property not owned by the lease right gas supply line operator is at least 20 feet of lease right gas line operator's property line. Existing lease right gas supply line operator shall properly install and maintain one or more of the properly seized regulated lease gas supply line well operator connection, excessive flow gas well operator connection, reasonable possible. All repairs, relocates existing lease right gas supply lines must perform plumber license in the state of Arkansas according with the applicable approved positions. Existing lease right supply line operators shall install the maintain signage line site along with the existing lease right gas supply line. Such signs included 1 inch height and 1/4 inch stroke warning danger to natural gas pipeline, including name and address of the 24-hour contact information lease right gas supply line operator. Existing lease right gas supply line operator provided by the director, his or her designee by the operator with a notification of the name of the address telephone number that should be used with the notified lease rights gas supply line operator emergency condition. 2. The lease right gas supply line operator shall ensure that the information is current when the director, his or her designee, and the operator. And G. The well operator shall properly install the maintain authorization facilities upstream of the lease right gas supply line. E1. Produce fields collected with a new existing lease right gas supply line should be removed from the site and disposed in accordance with the applicable commission of the Division of Environmental Quality Rules. Produced fluids shall not be discharged on the ground surface into waters in the state. Any spill produced fluids and remediated in accordance with the applicable commission and the division rules. F1. Unless otherwise agreement authorized natural gas supply, existing leach gas right supply lines, multiple domestic, are used and prohibited 6 months of the day with a notification letter in accordance with subsection D of this section above. Lease right gas line supply line operator reconfigure the lease right gas supply lines only to the single domestic end user per lease right gas supply line. Unless otherwise authorized with agreement authorizing natural gas supply, new lease right gas supply line shall only allow single domestic and per lease right gas supply line. All lease gas right lines the operator shall maintain compliance with the provision section. If the lease gas supply line operator fails to comply with the provision section, the director, his or her designee with a notice of violation according with the Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275-104 lease right gas line supply line order. If the lease right gas supply line operator shall have 30 days to comply with a notice of violation. If the lease right gas supply line operator fails to comply with the provided and properly request a review and appeal in accordance with the Title 15 CF Code Arkansas Rule 275-104, his director, his designee may authorize the operator to disconnect lease gas from the supply line until such a time lease right gas supply line operator full compliance provisions section. 5. An appeal with the director's decision notice violation issued in accordance with subsection D, which shall not be subject to the following being required in accordance with Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275-101 and 102. Lease right gas supply line operator is no longer with the provision section while the well operator connection is located transfer to lease right gas supply line operator in accordance with Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275-211. And then we have one more. Alright, general rule, regulation, underground natural gas or other gas storage projects. authority and applicability. Underground storage gas promote conservation, permit building and reserve the orderly withdrawal of the peaks of the demand, make more readily available economic natural gas use for the domestic, commercial, industrial consumer, contribute to a healthier environment, promote public interest for the welfare of the state of Arkansas. For the oil and gas may define, determined in accordance with the Arkansas Code 1572-603, underground storage for the public interest of all natural gas, public utility and gas storage facilities engaged in the process of storage of gas on underground reservoirs within the state of Arkansas, specified underground state gas storage gas law, Arkansas Code 1572-601 10 sequence. Specific provision section does not apply with the gas injection withdrawals of the operation conducted with it as a fuel as part of the connection in conjunction with secondary and tertiary oil recovery methods with utilized pools and to established by the Commission. Gas storage facilities are established for the Commission while the existence of them before December 21st, 2020 are not subject to the provisions contained here in exemptions subdivision F9 in the section. All of the gas storage facilities subject to the provisions C, D, and E of the section, all provisions contained here with dealing with the natural gas storage facilities stringent than applicable federal requirements enumerated within subdivision F3 of this section, unless provisions contained with the dealing with carbon dioxide storage while conflicting provisions of the United States Environmental Protection Agency underground injection control Class 6 well program. Commission retains jurisdiction over the regulation of the gas storage. Definitions: certificate of storage made with the order and issue of the Oil Gas Commission identified by the underground shell of the formation suitable for the underground storage gas to use for such purpose for the public interest. Designated horizontal vertical boundary underground storage reservoir boundaries include with all necessary of the reasonable buffer zone for the purpose of ensuring the safety operation of storage facility to protect underground storage reservoir from pollution, invasion, and escape of the mitigation of the gas air from the designated maximum operating pressure storage facility. Designating storage operator to said facility adopt special rule of the operating facility commission, meaning the Oil and Gas Commission cushion natural gas, meaning the net volume of the gas required for the permanent storage inventory, maintain an adequate reservoir pressure to meet with the minimum gas delivery, also called the base gas means natural gas either with the original state with a natural gas process by removal of the natural gas component with the parts for the non-essential for the use of the light and fuel with the carbon dioxide, abundant hydrogen, nitrogen, and noble gas. Gas storage operator means accompanying person with a cooperation partnership, limited partnership, association partnership, municipal association of the municipalities, public utility gas district, any other engaged with the business capturing, producing, storing, and authorized oil gas commission operated with the UGFS. Gas storage reserve, GSR, means the underground storage reservoir. USR, gathering lines, means the pipeline transfer of the current production facility, transmission line, or main. Native gas means gas that has not been produced, withdrawn from the earth. Natural gas means all the natural gas casing, heading, or included with the natural gas and coal beds. All the hydrocarbon are defined in Title 15 and as oil in Title 15 CFR Code Arkansas Rule 275-103, but not included liquid petroleum gas. Natural gas public utility means any person, firm, corporation, engaged with a business, production, transportation, distribution, natural gas pipeline within, say, the utility, ultimate public consumption. Alright, observation means a well drilled with the converted for the purpose of the monitoring reservoir pressure for the temperature and integrity with the GSR with the storage operation, meaning with the projection, injection, and gas of the underground storage reserve. Storage well, meaning with the well drill with the UGSF purpose of the gas injection, gas withdrawal with excluding storage well, utilizing storage combustion. Storage and carbon dioxide underground storage facility, UGSF, of the underground storage reserve, injection withdrawal wells with the well tubular goods, wellhead, with equipment, the last positive shutter valve for the gathering line, U with the underground storage, U with also with the subsurface, right with the prudence, with the necessary, with the useful operation facility, underground storage gas, with the include with the necessary, with the reasonable buffer zone, when identified with the recommended with the gas storage operator, approved with the Oil Gas Commission purpose of ensuring safe operation, storage gas with the protect storage facility against pollution, invasion, escape mitigation of the gas air from the underground storage facility, means the gas and USR. Underground storage reserve, USR, means a porous substance, sand, stratum formation completely separated to any of the other portion suitable for the capable of being suitable for the injection stored with withdrawal of the gas. Working natural gas means the portion of storage volume removed with the underground storage reservoir to deliver and still maintain pressure for the subject sufficient to meet deliverability. Eminent domain is a gas public utility gas storage operator with the desiring exercising right of eminent domain according with the Arkansas Code 1572-606 require that any take any property underground storage gas first obtain the commission certificate of storage setting for the following amount of the receipt of the oil and out of gas in the underground storage reservoir to determine the proper allocation of amount property to be taken and acquired reservoir of the suitable for the underground storage of the gas used for the underground storage reservoir storage of gas public interest of the natural gas utility gas storage operator shall present in the circuit court of the county of the where the local land is situated with the judge thereon. The petition is set forth for the purpose of taking the property legal description property taken the names of the owner title of the owners of the public record over the county. The petitioner certificate storage issue of the commission as part of petition. No order of the court or granting with a petition shall be entered without a certificate of storage being filed therewith. Issue certificate of storage natural gas public utility gas storage operator may file the application to the head of the commission. Issue certificate of storage from the storage of the underground storage reservoir. The commission shall public notice of at least 1 week each of the 2 second weeks of the newspaper the general circulation of the county and counties of which underground storage facility is to be located. First publication of the notice of at least 10 days prior to the day of the hearing in underground storage reservoir may be responsibly expected for the penetrate of the gap of the displays for the inject for the underground storage reservoir as determined by the commission may be covered with the certificate of storage. The certificate of storage granted in section shall not prejudice for the rights of owners and owners of the land, other rights for the interest thereof, the drill of the bore of the underground storage reservoir established by rules of the commission. All of the lines users of the land inconsistent with the operation of underground storage facility. All grant gas shall be produced for the position with subsequently underground storage reservoir all time of deemed properly. Gas storage operator, his or her successor, and assigned with the gas shall have the manner subject to the right of surface owner, land owner of the mineral interest or under the underground storage facility subject to the right any other person with the gas storage owner operator and his or her successor for the assignment of the sole with the only right to produce and take or reduce possession of the gas in the underground storage reservoir. No other person may waste or otherwise interfere with the exercise control of the underground storage reservoir any gas therein. Gas storage operators his or her successor assignment that has no right to the gas of any underground reservoir is not subject to certificate of storage. After notice hearing with the commission, certificate of storage firmly based for the substantial evidence of the proposed underground service reservoir geological suitable greater value utility underground storage reservoir purpose of the ensuring the adequate supply of natural gas from the particular class for the consumer of the natural gas for the storage of gas then for the production relative small volume of the native gas which may remain therein. Commission shall not issue a certificate of storage proposed the underground storage reservoir capable of producing oil paying quantities that any of the known recovery methods of the OSDW defined in Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rule 275-801. Contents application certificate of storage. No underground storage facility constructed operated with a gas storage operated with the obtainment of the holding necessary efficient property right of the construction operate underground storage facility storage gas storage operator provide evidence holding such operation in real property personal property or evidence of gas storage operator can obtain such property with the eminent domain proceedings related with the property. Certificate of storage shall expire with 12 months from the day of the issuance. Storage wells that have not been drilled completed within 24 hours, and storage wells have been drilled completed and storage has not been commenced. Application storage shall include the following: a plain view map showing the surface extent of the underground storage facility, indicate the proposed location storage well with the observation well, the location of the proposed pipeline surface water facility with the boundary of the underground storage facility, location of all the other well bore wells, but not limited to the water wells, oil, and natural gas exploration development wells. Boundary underground storage facility extending 1/4 mile outside of the boundary of the underground storage facility with the subsurface existence of the underground storage of the buffer zone. Application shall be submitted to evidence. Information shown in the proposed underground storage facility is not a USDW with identified of the freshwater bearing horizons known of the developed immediate vicinity underground storage reservoir. Applicant shall conduct evaluation identifying with the productive oil and natural gas occurring stratigraphically above or below the underground storage reservoir productive of natural gas that are present in the underground storage reservoir. Applicant shall identify and determine the remaining reserve of the native gas of the underground storage reservoir, the gas geological elevation of the evaluation of the U.S. storage reservoir, underground storage reservoir, isopatch map of the underground storage reservoir, structure map at the top of the base of the underground storage reservoir, identification all structural spill points, stratigraphic discontinuous control of the isolation of the storage gas, and for structural stratigraphic cross-section describing the geological condition of the underground storage reservoir. Geological evaluation of all existing information, geological status of the overlying underground storage reservoir, including imminent contaminant formation, cap rock characters of the designated surface monitoring zones. Evaluation shall focus on the proposed underground storage reservoir and provide a description mechanism, geological confinement with regard to the ability to confine and to prevent mitigation of the gas beyond the proposed underground storage reservoir. 3. The evaluation shall include all any available geophysical data assessment of the regional tectonic activity, the local seismic, regional local fault zone, and a comprehensive description of local regional structural stratigraphic features which impact the confinement. A review of wells proposed underground storage reservoir penetrated the underground storage reservoir primary and secondary confinement layers over the underground storage reservoir. All the wells within 1 mile of the underground storage reservoir penetrate the geological formation to be used in storage. Review shall determine the abandoned wells have been unplugged, whether the unplugged wells are constructed in a manner to prevent movement of gas from the underground storage reservoir. G1. Proposed calculated maximum value underground storage reservoir. Storage shall include the working natural gas, native gas cushion, natural gas volume. In the event the storage operator of the underground storage facility will recalculate the actual reservoir volume determined and identified by the Commission after continued operation gas storage shall file when the application redetermination of the allowed volume. Proposed maximum bottom hole of the injection pressure utilized with the underground storage reservoir should be measured in pounds per square inch of gauge with no greater than 90% of the formation fracture pressure determined in the step rate test with other approved method unless higher percentage approved without the Commission. 2. The underground storage reservoir shall be subject to the injection pressure except the calculated fracture pressure of the maximum allowable standard reservoir pressure gauge shall not be greater than 75% of the fracture pressure of the underground storage reservoir as determined by a step rate of the test of the calculated method acceptable to the Commission. 4. The average underground storage reservoir should be no greater than 90% of the fracture pressure. 1. The corrosion monitoring prevention plan. Any well facility leaks detection monitoring plan. Facilities which would include the subsurface observation well at monitoring movement of the gas underground storage reservoir. J1. A detailed description of proposed public emergency response plan. A response plan should be a detailed safety procedure for the underground storage facility. Any resident commercial public land using 1 mile any other distance of the deemed necessary for the Commission beyond the outside of the boundary of the underground storage facility. The plan included with the contingency plan should gas leak from any well flow line over the underground storage facility. These emergency response plans procedures should be updated necessarily through the operation of the underground storage facility. K1. Authority to conduct the injection test, separate test with the other injection test to determine suitability of the underground reservoir prior to the issuing of the certificate of storage. This authority may be approved by the Director of the Production Conservation upon issuance of the test well permit according to the subdivision F1 of this section. 3. The Director shall establish parameters to have the protection, public safety, USDW, any of the oil and gas reservoir resources potentially impact the test requirement require submission of any information test data necessary. Natural gas storage wells. Permitting natural gas storage well with no person shall drill the deepen and re-enter for the recomplete operating storage with the observation certificate of storage applicable well. Permit shall be issued with the Commission application with which shall be made with the forms prescribed by the Director of the permits with the valid only with the permit holder of the state. The name of the permit shall remain valid only with the permit holder compliance with established operating requirements specified in section. Permit drill the deepening re-enter for the automatically expires 6 months with the day of the issuance unless the commencement of the drilling, the deepening, re-entering the plug well operation of the authorized permit occur with the continuing with the duty of the diligence, but not with exceeding 1 year of the day of the commencement of the drilling, deepening, and re-entering of the plug well authorized of the permit. But the activities authorized to permit not completed in 1 year shall be shall be plug casing, setting new permit application along with the permit fee. Plat must be filed fair to comply with the operating requirements section may result in revocation of the storage and observation well permit in accordance with the Title 15 Code, Arkansas Rule 275-201C. No storage well observation well be drilled or insert the location other than specified with the permit. However, the permit holder of the commenced drilling operations drill with the observation loss due with the reverse drilling with the condition with the prior to surface being set with the permit holder with the mere record for the amendment of the permit without a fee with the new location provided with the storage observation will remain the same property store with the observation originally permitted with the other aspect of the permit request remain the same. Movement and storage observation location original surface owner of the property after storage has been set with the required following the new permit application along with a new permit fee and plat. Drilling the make cannot commence prior to the issuance of the new permit. Upon issuance of the permit, with a copy of the permit should be displayed at the site of the storage well observation well being drilled with a review of the Commission staff. Application drill with the deepening re-enter for the recomplete the storage well observation well shall include a minimum of the information required in subdivision F1F section existing proposed well with additional information deemed necessary for the Director of Public Safety Protection USDW. Permit fee application $300 storage well with observation well drill with a deep and re-enter with a minimum of financial assurance of $35,000 a well. per well. Director authorized, however, the required additional financial assurance based on, but not limited to, holding a permit holder that has operated in the state of Arkansas, environmental consideration, well count, location, and other factors impacting cost, plugging, and restoring associated well, and the compliance with the history of the permit holder. Required financial assurance submitted in accordance with Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275202 with the A Form 1 Organizational Report in accordance with the Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275212. If the application is executed under penalty of perjury, the applicant is a corporation, limited liability company, limited partnership with the other business entity. It must be incorporated, organized, or authorized to business in the state of Arkansas. Applicant must state with the following: application applicant irrevocable to waive fully extent of the permitted law of the objection jurisdiction commission hereby with the commission in court with the component jurisdiction of the state of Arkansas and the applicant individual partnership with the other entities themselves with the state of Arkansas. Applicant must be authorized to do business in the state of Arkansas. By filing the application, applicant irrevocable waives the fully extent of the permitted by law of the objection of the jurisdiction of the commission to hearing above before the commission in court with the competent jurisdiction of the state of Arkansas. If the application does not contain all the required information document, the director shall notify the applicant in writing. The notification will specify the additional information document necessary for the evaluation of the applicant shall see the applicant deem the denied unless the information documents are submitted within 60 days following the date of the notification. The applicant's storage well shall include the following: one form prescribed by the director of the applicant shall provide the name and address, phone, fax, email, available, if available, local or on-site supervisor, field personnel responsible for storage well, service plat, location, ground elevation, proposed storage well, and existing well. Survey plat shall include 1/4 mile per well, proposed existing well, current well status for each well, name and approximate top of the bottom elevation of the subsea with the formation indicating perforated open hole interval of natural gas injected. Existing is converted to geophysical well with the submitted showing the above information. Proposed well induction log from a well immediately in the vicinity. Proposed disposal well submitted with a well bore diagram. Proposed existing well casing storage well indicating wellhead total depth of the well casing cement casings tubing part packer setting depth perforations open hole intervals. If the application existing well cement bond log shall be submitted with the application submitted after the application filed with the submitted bond log shall be submitted prior to commencement of operation as condition of the permit. Cement bond log must be run. It shall be witnessed by the commission representative. If the application does not satisfy the requirements of this section, application shall be denied. If the applicant is denied under this section, applicant may request the applicant referred to the commission for the determination according to Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275, 101, and 102 other applicable hearing procedures. Non-storage well drill with the re-entry for the deep into with the natural gas reservoir with any new well drill with the after December 21st, 2020, the underground storage reservoir, underground storage facility, any purpose of storage shall comply with the casing programs contained in the subdivision F4A with the section. A new well entered with the deep into December 24th, 2020 through underground storage with an underground storage facility shall be evaluated complying with the subdivision F4B. If the section well is not compliant with it, shall be reworked, cemented in accordance with the subdivision F4B with the section achieved necessary isolation underground storage reservoir well plugging of the non-storage located with the underground storage facility area with the same with the storage well with the outline subdivision F6 of the section of the requirements of Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275-209. Existing underground storage wells located in the natural gas storage reserve, non-storage well penetrating the underground storage reserve that existed with the honor before December 21st, 2020 shall be evaluated to determine the adequate isolation underground storage reserve. Director may require cement bond log, cement evaluation log, other logs to determine the adequate isolation underground storage reservoir. Non-storage wells of the director determined to provide adequate isolation underground storage reserve may require the commission after notice hearing with the rework of the property underground storage reserve. All casing strings, line strings, existing wells should extend through the underground storage reserve to connect in accordance with the subdivision F4B of this section. Well plugging requirement of non-storage well with the underground storage facility shall be in the same with the storage well with outline in subdivision F6 of this section. Any other additional requirements? Title 15 Code Arkansas Rule 275-209. Natural gas wells, natural gas storage well construction operation maintenance decommissioning requirements. The storage well was drilled after December 21st, 2020. Purpose of the underground storage shall comply with the following requirements: casing used in the storage well to meet American Petroleum Institute standard with the rate of pressure of the encounter during the operational life of the well. The the new casing reconditioned casing with new quality. All casing strings of the centralized of the intervals being cemented. All casing being cemented surface. Casing set through the underground storage reserve and centralized sheet placed near the top of the bottom of the underground storage reserve. All cement casing cements shall be exceeded the American Petroleum Institute standard of the recommended practices. Cement should be appropriate type of the classes of the cement with intended use to mix and appropriate weight. The cement pumping pressure should not exceed the fracture pressure of the underground storage reservoir. Cement slurry samples shall be taken properly labeled the storage of the storage operative. Further testing necessary surfacing casing shall be set to the depth of 100 feet below any of the USDW within 1/2 mile of the underground storage facility at the depth of 500 feet, which is greater. Cemented with a minimum of about 150% of the calculated annual volume. Circulated cement with the surface of the wells complete with a tubular packer. Nor storage well converted with the purpose of the underground storage will comply with the following requirement. The top of the cement degree bound with the cement used to anchor existing production casing line string may verify with the cement bond log, cement evaluation log, and other logs approved with the director. Injection natural gas should, with the result of the movement with the natural gas other fluids in the USDW, other oil and natural gas reservoirs, new casing and liners shall be cemented sufficient volume to fill annular space and surface of all wells completed within the tube and packer. Each storage operator's wells equipped with the tubing packer completion shall prove the mechanical integrity of the well before placing it in service. Mechanical integrity should be demonstrated pressure testing. Annulus permitted storage well injection pressure, minimum test pressure 500 pounds per square inch gauge. Full successful determination mechanical integrity storage well should be retested at least every 3 years. Each storage operator shall is well equipped with a tubing and packer completion prove the mechanical integrity within 30 days after the effective date of the selection. Mechanical integrity demonstrated with the retrieval of the plug with the production casing point at 50 feet above the uppermost perforation press. Your test give the casing permitted storage maximum injection pressure, minimum test pressure of 500 pounds per square gauge foul. Successful demonstration mechanical integrity well shall be retested every 5 years. Pressure test shall be continued 30 minutes, but it shall not decrease with more than 10% of the initial pressure over the length of the test. Upon request of the director, approve the alternative test method, including tracer survey, the temporary survey, gamma ray log, neutron log, noise log, casing inspection log. Combination of these methods demonstrate the mechanical integrity. Mechanical integrity alternate methods of witness commission representative as storage failed to demonstrate the maintained mechanical integrity well should be removed the surface immediately. Storage operator shall notify the commission regional office within 4 hours of the well and fail with the loss of mechanical integrity. Storage operator with administered action isolate cause of failure demonstrate the director well does not pose for the USDW public safety storage well which failed with the demonstrated mechanical integrity repaired at 180 days. Successful and pass the mechanical integrity test or be plugged. Monitoring and reporting natural gas storage well. Each storage well monitored weekly base of the wellhead of the casing annular pressure monitoring records of the retained storage operator 5 years available to the commission staff with a review of the well request. Operator of the underground storage facility that shall notify the commission regional of the potential leak to discover them 4 hours of the discovery of the leak. Storage operator informed discover the director for the monthly volume of the natural gas injected withdrawal from the underground storage reservoir. Part of performing well survey activity cementing with a wireline logging activity storage operator of the underground storage for the private notice of the commission office for the storage well with the located with the commission with the staff of the president with the desire observe the activity any surfacing requires a resetting with a packer should require integral mechanical integrity test conducted according to the subdivision F5 of section prior commencement injection. Natural gas storage and well abandoned well plug planning with a file with the commission in the regional 30 days prior to the planning and over the well plugging activity. All storage well plugs in a manner permanently isolate the underground storage reservoir from all the other oil and natural gas reservoirs in the existing USDWs within the underground storage facility area. The minimum well plugging requirements for the storage wells of the plug with utilizing cement retainer 50 feet above the top of refrigeration storage well. Adequate cement push in the underground storage reservoir prevent pressure of the channeling with a subsequent storage well. Cement is plug setting following completion storage well. Cementing operation additional 150 foot cement should be placed on the top of the cement retainer utilized storage well cement operation. If the cement is not present on the backside of the production of the casing required with the plug depth specified in subdivision F7B1 of this section, cement shall be placed on the backside of the production casing during the storage of the well plugging operation. 3A, with the following completion storage well plugging operation pressure test should be running with the casing today. Determine cement integrity. Casing fails the test, it should be repaired with a retest of the cement subsequent plugs being set with a record in the corner of the subdivision F7 and B4 of this section. 4. Submitting plugs shall be set with a satisfied with the Title 15 Code of Arkansas Rules 275-209 well bearing condition procured in setting with a cement retaining storage well plugging operation. Alternative plugging method must be approved by the required director. Determining whether they approve of the alternate plugging method, the director can decide with the time and associated with the alternate plugging material potential for the underground USDWs or other oil gas well wires, depth of the reservoir relating to the depth of USDW, well construction characteristics, potential underground mitigation well board fluids into the USW. Decommissioning underground natural gas storage facility. Gas storage operator underground storage facility shall have the plan of the decommissioning underground storage 6 months prior to commencement of the decommissioning activity. Plan shall include the anticipated date commencing the final completion of the decommissioning activity, determine the date and time, detailed plan time, and including well plugging operation, equipment roof of the well sites, and a certain remote facility with underground storage facility, abandoned pipeline restoration property, necessary with the name of the contact information person, consultant, contractors, firms, chief of the decommissioning activity, and the anticipated reservoir pressure. Abandonment and storage operator shall finally file a monthly report 15th each month indicating work complete with the preceding month during the decommissioning activity. Completion of the decommissioning storage operator shall submit the final decommissioning report. Termination storage operation. Upon receipt of the final report complete, final inspection of underground storage facility, all the wells facility commission staff of the storage operator certificate of storage shall be determined. An additional federal requirements for the natural gas storage operation. Underground storage facilities additional subject and required to comply with the following federal requirements. On the following federal requirements are less stringent any other applicable required of this section, but we require federal requirements as follows. The operation maintenance requirement of Title 49 CFR 192 is amended. Applicable enforcement provisions of Title 49 CFR 190 is amended to applicable incident other reporting requirement of Title 49 CFR 191 is amended. All such reports submitted to the Commission and for all storage operators underground storage facilities shall be subject to applicable drug alcohol testing requirements contained in Title 49 CFR Part 199. And that should be the last one to Subpart 5. Transportation. And we're going to cut the tape there. This was Code Arkansas Rules Subpart 4 Gas.